This is the Roulette Master, and I'm really excited about today's video because one of my subscribers, Doug, sent in a system that has a really high win rate and a retrieval system like you probably haven't seen before that doesn't require a really large bet. So let's go ahead and place the bets, and I'm going to show you how he's been winning money at the casino. I think you're going to really like this one. So we're going to have a $10 bet on first 12, second 12, and we're going to have a $5 bet on the double street 25 to 30. This is going to cover 30 numbers, but with most 30 number systems, you have to place a really high bet when you have a loss to recover. We're not going to do that today. So it's a $25 total bet, and let's go ahead and spin. I'm going to show you everything you need to know to make money with this system in the casino, and here we go. That's a 21 red to start. And that's a $5 win, and that's what you're going to see with every win here is $5 until we have a loss. And then I'm going to share with you this new way of retrieving losses that doesn't require a large bet. And I want to talk about more about that now. And there's another $5 win, which you get a lot of wins when you're covering 30 numbers. So normally when you're playing 30 numbers, to retrieve the losses, most systems want you to double the bet 3 times. So we're not going to do that, not even close to that today. I'm going to share with you a better way of doing it that doesn't require so much risk. And it's also going to it's going to recover the money much quicker than you'd probably think. So there's our first loss. And what we're going to do different this time is that hit the 31 black. We're going to go the opposite color of what hit, which would be red. And we're going to place a $25 bet on red. All right, let's go ahead and spin. And this is going to recover the entire loss in one spin if we hit it, and we did. Okay, and on the next one, I'll show you what the progression is on that. We're up $15. So now we're going to place the bets back out again with 30 numbers. 10, 10, and 5. And spin, and we'll start making $5 per spin again here. And then I'll share with you the progression on the bet when you do have a loss once we get our next one. And there it is right there. So we're going to start with 25 again. The last color was red, so we're going to be on black for 25. And let's go ahead and spin. A lot of you probably noticed I'm pretty sick this week. I have COVID, but before I did this video, and look, we retrieved it again there. So we'll go ahead and place the bets back out again. I had to sit in a steam room for a while before I made today's video just so I could breathe. And hopefully I'll be getting better soon. And that's a $25 bet again. Again, once we have a loss and we lose that $25 bet, I'll share with you the rest of the progression on that. That's a 30 red. That's a win. So we're currently up 20 right now. We're just going to rebet and spin. And then once we have another loss, I'll share that with you. So that's a 17 black. Okay, that's a win. And we're up 25, so let's go ahead and spin again. And here we go. That's a 36 red. That's a loss. So we're going to go opposite color, which would be black, for 25. And let's go ahead and spin. Here we go. Okay, that's an 18 red. So we're going to stay on black, and we're going to double the bet to 50. And spin. But if we weren't doing it this way, we'd have to double 3 times. We'd have like a $200 bet on the first bet. And there's another loss. So now we're going to put a $100 bet on black. But you have to realize that if we weren't doing it this way, we would have had to put a $200 bet on the first loss. So this is a much better way of doing it. And there it is right there. That's a 6 black. And that retrieves all of our losses. And then now we go back to the original bet again. 10, 10, and then we'll switch back to a 5. And I like this a lot better. You can see we're up 25. Let's go ahead and spin. And this is a $1,600 bankroll system. It's a 34 red there. And that's another loss. So we're going to go back to black for 25. Opposite color of what hit last, which was red. And here we go. That's a 21 red. Okay, so we'll double that to 50. And then here I'll share with you the whole progression here soon. But you're doubling the bet, and there's another loss with the double zero. That's not good. So we'll go to 100. And we'll be on black for 100. And then we'll see what we get here. If we get the win, we recover all the losses. Okay, that's a 2 black. And we got the win. So we're back to where we were at 25. Let's start making money again. So here we go. We're going to put 10 on first 12, 10 on second 12, 5 on the double street, and let's spin. And here we go. That's a 25 red. That's a win. So we're picking up $5 with each win. Let's spin again. You can win a lot of times in a row when you have 30 numbers covered. The great thing about this one is we're not betting $200 on our first loss to try to recover the $25, because when you have this many numbers covered, it would take that. You'd have to double 3 times. So that'd go from 25 to 50, 50 to 100, 100 to 200. We don't want to do that. So let's go ahead and spin again. And here we go. It's 11 black. That's another win. We're at $40. And all right, let's spin again at 25, and here we go. Okay, that's an 8 black. And that's a $5 win. And if this isn't making money fast enough for you, you can always use $20 on the 12s and $10 on the double street. You just have to double the bankroll from $1,600 to $3,200. But let's go ahead and spin. And but this will make you a lot. You'll get a lot of wins in a row with this one, even at $5 a piece. You'll notice it adds up pretty fast. We're already at $50. So let's go ahead and spin. And the only reason the bankroll is that high is because I like to ensure that you have as many chances as possible to recover. And the bigger the bankroll, the better, the more patience you can have. And the more patient you can be playing roulette, it's always better. That's 11 black. Okay, we're up 60. Anytime you're playing roulette, if you feel like you only have a couple chances to recover, it's never a good thing. And that's a 1 red. That's a win. Okay, we're up 65. Let's rebet and spin. Here we go. Okay, that's a 4 black. That's another win. So picking up $5 each time, we're up 70. And I think a good number to cash out with this would be around $100 to $200, depending on how much risk you want. Okay, we're up 75 already. And so probably 150 would be ideal. And that's 29 black. That's another win. And let's rebet and spin. Here we go. 17 black. It's another win. We're up 85. Let's keep getting some wins here. You'll be surprised how many times in a row you can win with 30 numbers covered. And there's another win right there. That's a 6 black. Okay, we're up 90. All right, let's spin again. Here we go. Okay, that's a 17 black. Okay, we're up 95. So let's keep going with this. Let's get up to 150 profit. Okay, that's a 24 black. All right, we're up 100. And let's spin. Here we go. Okay, that's another win. That's a 24 black. Just like I was telling you, you can go on some pretty long runs. Even though you're only making $5 per spin, if you win 10 times in a row, it adds up pretty quick. And that's a 15 black. That's a win. The other thing that this does is that normally when you're martingaling, eventually you're going to have a bad loss. But since you're only doing it occasionally, your odds of not busting when you do it are much smaller. And we're up 115 now. So since it's very there's a very long gap between when you have to martingale. Like I said, you're not doing it as many times, so you have a better chance of not busting. And we're up 120, and here we go. Let's see what we get here. That's a 3 red. All right, that's a win. So we're up 125, and you can see it's adding up pretty quick now. Here we go. Okay, that's a 12 red. That's a win. And if you like high coverage systems like this where you get lots of wins, this could be the one for you. So hope you like it. That's a 7 red. Okay, let's rebet and spin. And I'm looking forward to going to Vegas here in about a week and a half. Hopefully I can get over being sick, so I have a good time while we're there. And up 140. Let's spin again. And here we go. It's a 7 red. And up 145. Let's spin again. That's a 13 black. Okay, we're up 150. And let's go ahead and spin again. And usually we stay on the strip, and we usually stay at the Wynn Encore or Caesars or MGM or something like that. Actually, the last one we stayed at Cosmopolitan too, but this time we're going to do it a little bit different. We're going to try a casino that's off the strip called the Alliant, and my wife wants to play some golf and do some hiking, some things that are out there away from the strip. So we're going to try something different this time. We might go to the strip before we leave on the trip, though. We'll see how the first few days go there. And, of course, Boyd will pay for everything, so that's awesome. And up 165. And actually, the reason we're going to try that, one of my friends that was just there, they got him the presidential suite there at the Alliant, and it was amazing. So I'm looking forward to that. There's a loss, and again, we're going to bet the opposite color, which would be black, for 25. And again, if we get the win, we'll recover all the losses and restart. And we did, so that's fantastic. Like I was saying, since you don't martingale very often with this, we're up 165. Your chances of hitting, a bad, of busting basically are much smaller because you're not doing it very often. Because most of the time you're winning with 30 numbers, and then occasionally you get the loss. But I really enjoy this a lot more than having to double 3 times, and that's a $5 win there as always. We're up 170, so we've already gone well past what I said the goal should be. But I'm going to play a little bit longer just so you can see the good and the bad, and hopefully we'll just keep winning. But let's find out. We're up 175. Let's spin again. Here we go. And it's 27 red. That's a $5 win. And we're up 180. And let's see what we get here. It's a 24 black. That's another win. Let's see, we're up 185. So those $5 bets are really adding up now, and that's good to see. It's just because we're getting such a higher win rate than most systems. And there's another one. So we're up 190. Let's go ahead and spin again and see what we get here. That's a loss there. I think that's a 29 black. Oh no, actually that's even a win. I'm sorry, that one is covered. So the only ones you lose on are the 31 to 36 and the 000. So that's kind of nice. Even when you think you've lost, you've won with this one. And that's pretty cool. There's a 21 red. Excuse me. And let's spin again. And don't listen to those people out there that say COVID's not as bad this time around. It's not been very good to me. So that's a $5 win again. We're up 205 already. Fantastic. Like I said, I couldn't even breathe this morning hardly. I had to be in the steam room for a while before I could make this video. So hopefully I start getting better soon. There's a $5 win. And up to 10. Fantastic. And here we go. Let's see what we get here. That's a 3 red. Okay, and we're up 215. I'm actually glad that if I was going to get sick that it happened before we went on our anniversary trip to Vegas in a week and a half, though. And you never want to get sick on a trip. That's probably the worst. We're up 220. I think the worst is if you get sick on a cruise. I've had that happen once. I'd rather get sick at home than before we go on a trip. And that's a 32 red. And that's a loss. So we go opposite color, which would be black, for 25. And let's go ahead and spin. Here we go. Let's see if we can get a black number and recover. And we did. That's a 33 black. So I really like this, and I'm going to be using this in the casino for sure. And here we go again at 25. All right, that's a 5 red. That's another win. We're up 225. And let's spin again at 25. Here we go. And that's a 19 red. And we're up 230. And again, I shared, for those of you that want to play for more and increase the bankroll, well, you could also, depending on where you're playing, you could also decrease. You could divide it in half and play for an $800 bankroll as well. And even go smaller if you wanted to go down to dollar units. So, anyone can play this. If you're playing somewhere where it allows you to put dollar bets, go ahead and do it. And you can just divide each one of the numbers and adjust accordingly. So we're up 235. Never play with money that you can't afford to lose. So if you can't afford to play for that much, find somewhere where you can play for smaller amounts. And that's a loss. So we're going to find opposite color, which would be red for 25, and spin. And again, since we're not doing this as often, we have a better chance of not busting, but we did lose the first one there. So we're going to go from 25 to 50 on red. And here we go. And there's a black. So we did lose again. And you might get to see the whole progression here. But it's just doubling, and it's a $1,600 bankroll. So the last chance would be at, and that's a $100 loss there. So we're going to go to 200. But again, we're going to be able to put 200, 400, and an $800 bet down. So we have 3 more chances to hit a red number. So let's hit one. And there we go. Just as easy as that. Even though we hit the green, and we recovered everything. We're back up 235. And let's go ahead and spin again at 25. Here we go. But that's why we're playing longer, so that you guys can see how things can go with this, and good or bad. And that's a loss there. So we're going to go opposite color for 25. Try to recover that loss. And here we go. And that's a 28 black. And we recovered it. So I'm going to talk to you about something else that you might want to incorporate into this too. If you get up as much as we are, and say you're up $300, it might be time to stop trying to recover and think of that way. There's another $5 win. And what I'm trying to say is once you're up over $200, it's okay to take a $25 loss and keep going. Because you've already made up a good amount, and then the risk is pretty much gone. Say you're up an amount that you're willing to leave with. Say you're up 245, but anything over 200 you're happy with. Then go ahead and stop trying to recover. And if you lose a couple times, just cash out with $200. So play smart, and you got to think when you're playing roulette. We're up 250. But what I'm trying to say is, if you finally did hit that one really bad martingale stretch, then you would lose the profit. So once you're up a lot, you can play a little bit different, and I'll just show you that right now. So we just dropped back to 225, and now I'm going to not try to recover. But then if I lose again, I might just cash out with over 200 in profit. And there's a 2 black right there, so we would have recovered. Actually, I'm sorry, we wouldn't have recovered because we would have switched to red. So let's go ahead and see. So red would have come up next. Let's just do the 25 per bet, and let's see if a red number does come up. And it did, so we would have recovered. However, in the process, we're almost back up to where we were before. So once you're up a lot, I would recommend not trying to recover. And then if you do have a couple losses, just cash out and be happy with the profits. But until you get in profit, you need to try to recover. And let's go ahead and spin again here. That takes a lot of the risk out, and you're going to be going home a winner regardless of what happens. all you have to do is say to yourself, and we're up 245, say to yourself, well, if I get 2 more losses back to back or close together, I'm going to cash out over 200 and be happy with my profits. That's a 30 red. And we're back up 250. And that's even with not trying to recover there. So let's see what happens. And that's a 6 black. And you never know. We could go on a run of 20 wins in a row now. If you never know when you have 30 numbers covered. And, it might be much, a better way of doing it than just saying, okay, I'm going to walk with the money. Maybe say, well, I'm going to walk with the money unless I get 2 losses. And then what you can think about is, say I'm at 260 and if I lost one, I'm at 235. And if I lost another one, I would be at 210 and I'd be happy with that. But if you ride it till it bucks you, you never know. You might make over 300 and cash out there too. So then the worst case scenario is 210 and the best case scenario is much higher. So let's try this again and take the loss. We're up 235 and we'll say if we lose again, we'll cash out. So that would leave us with 210 profit. However, if we get a bunch of wins in a row, we could end up much higher and we have no risk. So there's a double zero. So that's not a good way to start. So now let's keep track of this. And so now we can just say, okay, I'm going to leave with 210 because you never know. This could be the start of, something really bad. And you know that this way you're going to leave in profit. However, the next one that we would have been betting on red. So let's just spin. We already know we're leaving with 210 profit. Let's go ahead and see if a red would have come up. And here we go. And it did, so we would have recovered it all. But we didn't need to take that risk. And, we could have went on a long run and ended up over 300 in profit, but we guaranteed that we're going to leave with 210 at least. And that's an important thing I hope you can learn from this today, is to be smart when you're playing roulette. And when you get up a lot, keep the money and make sure that at worst a certain amount you're going to go home with. And I think that's a really smart way to play. I hope you enjoyed this way of playing with 30 numbers because I like it a lot better than the doubling 3 times, trying to recover everything with 30 numbers. And I hope you like it as well. And please send your systems into roulettemaster.c@gmail.com. And I love getting new systems like this one every day. That's what keeps this community growing. And the more people we get in this community, the better systems we're going to have sent in every day. And that's what I really enjoy, is seeing new systems every day and seeing which one is my favorite and which ones I want to use in the casino. So test this out on your simulator, as always, before going to the casino. It's good for practice, and you'll get to see a larger sample size of this before you go. That's always smart. And then you'll have a better understanding of what can happen when you're at the casino. And but I just really enjoy testing these new systems and seeing which ones I want to use at the casino. And I hope you guys do as well. And if you want to see some low roller strategies, go on over to my new TikTok channel, and there's some low roller strategies there you might want to check out. And I want to thank all of you people that have come over to YouTube from TikTok, and also thank all the people that have been on YouTube for this entire journey. You guys are awesome. And man, this has been a fantastic time, and I just love doing this every single day of the week. And I hope you guys are enjoying the videos still. Let me know down in the comments any thoughts you do have. And I just love this great community of people, and just want to thank everyone for your support. And this is the Roulette Master, and have a great day, everybody.